So, for years, the royal family has endured internal tensions carefully hidden behind palace walls, but few rumors have been as explosive as those surrounding Queen Camilla's place within the monarchy. Now, whispers of Prince William making a final decision have sent royal watchers into a frenzy, raising questions about loyalty, duty, and the future of the crown. Is there any truth behind claims that Camilla could be forced out, or is something even more complicated unfolding behind closed doors? The story behind these shocking reports is far more unexpected than most people imagine. But why would William expel Camilla? What capacity does he have to remove the Queen Consort? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. To help us create more videos and uncover the latest royal drama, please subscribe. William drew a firm line. So, here's where this story takes an unexpected turn. What was supposed to be one of the most glamorous evenings on the royal calendar reportedly became the setting for a deeply uncomfortable family moment. Windsor Castle was glowing under the evening lights, with its grand halls ready to welcome politicians, celebrities, charity leaders, and distinguished guests from across the country. Luxury cars rolled through the gates one after another. Cameras flashed non-stop, and everyone expected a flawless display of royal unity. The Windsor Charity Gala wasn't just another elegant party. It was designed to showcase the monarchy at its very best and remind the public of its commitment to charitable causes. But while guests admired the glittering event, something much more personal was said to be unfolding behind the palace walls. According to reports, Queen Camilla had spent weeks quietly trying to secure a place for her eldest son, Tom Parker Bowles, on the exclusive guest list. Tom was already a familiar public figure, known as a respected food writer, television personality, and best-selling author. Although he had attended private family occasions over the years, he had never officially stepped into the spotlight as part of the working royal circle. Now that Camilla had become Queen Consort, she reportedly felt the moment had finally arrived for her children to be welcomed a little more openly into royal life. Determined to make it happen, Camilla is said to have raised the matter more than once. Reports even claimed that King Charles supported her request and quietly encouraged Prince William to reconsider. But William reportedly saw the situation through a very different lens. To him, this wasn't simply about inviting another family member to a special evening. Every guest, every photograph, and every seat inside Windsor Castle carried symbolic weight. In his view, major royal occasions were carefully planned to show exactly who represented the monarchy, and he believed those boundaries should remain clear. Reports claim the turning point came when the final guest list for the Windsor Charity Gala was approved without Tom Parker Bowles' name. Despite Queen Camilla's reported efforts to overturn the decision, Prince William allegedly refused to change his stance. On the evening of the event, Tom reportedly arrived with his mother's party, expecting to enter the castle, but was politely stopped by security officers following instructions. Witnesses described the moment as uncomfortable, with Tom appearing shocked while other guests continued inside. Meanwhile, Camilla carried out her royal duties, although some observers claimed she appeared unusually tense and emotionally affected. While accounts of the incident remain disputed and have not been officially confirmed, the story sparked widespread discussion because of its symbolic meaning. If true, many believe it reflected William's determination to shape the future of the monarchy by clearly defining who belongs in its official inner circle. But why did William take a firm stand on excluding Camilla's son from the list? Was he just trying to settle old scores? Let's find out. William's promise shaped every decision. Now, this is where things get really interesting. If you want to understand why Prince William reportedly refused to make an exception for Tom Parker Bowles, you have to look beyond that single moment. The decision wasn't just about one guest or one event. According to many royal watchers, it was rooted in something much deeper: William's lifelong experiences, the lessons he learned from his mother, and the promises he quietly made to himself years ago. Princess Diana's influence on William has never really faded. Even though he lost her at just 15 years old, those who have followed the royal family closely believe her memory continues to shape many of the choices he makes today. Her compassion, her sense of duty, and even the hardships she endured remain a powerful part of the man he has become. For William, Diana isn't simply a cherished memory. In many ways, she represents the values he wants the future monarchy to protect. As a young boy, William watched his mother struggle under enormous public pressure. He witnessed the relentless attention from the press, the constant headlines, and the emotional toll that royal life seemed to place on her. He also grew up hearing about the painful breakdown of his parents' marriage and the role Camilla was believed to have played in that chapter of royal history. Then came the heartbreaking tragedy that changed everything. Losing his mother so suddenly left wounds that, according to many observers, have never completely healed. People close to the royal family have often suggested that those experiences gave William a quiet determination. He reportedly became committed to protecting both his family and the institution from repeating the mistakes of the past. His priority has always appeared to be safeguarding the monarchy while ensuring that his wife, Catherine, and their children are never placed under the same emotional strain that Diana endured. Over the years, William has always remained polite and respectful toward Camilla in public. They've smiled together at official events, shared conversations during engagements, and presented a united front whenever duty required it. But many royal insiders have long claimed that this relationship has been built more on responsibility than genuine closeness. While William accepted Camilla as his father's wife, reports suggest he never fully viewed her as someone who should help shape the monarchy's future direction. So, when Camilla reportedly sought a prominent role for her son, Tom Parker Bowles, at a major royal event, Prince William is said to have firmly opposed the idea. According to royal insiders, he viewed the request as a matter of protecting the monarchy, rather than rejecting a family member. William reportedly believes every royal invitation and public appearance carries symbolic meaning, and that giving Camilla's relatives greater prominence could blur the distinction between the royal bloodline and extended family, altering the monarchy's identity over time. What position did Camilla's family usually hold in the monarchy? Were they always part of the guests? Stay tuned. Why Camilla's children aren't royals? So, here's something that often surprises royal watchers. Even though Queen Camilla is married to King Charles III, her two children, Tom Parker Bowles and Laura Lopes, are not actually part of the working royal family. It might sound unusual at first, but despite having a queen as their mother and a king as their stepfather, they've always lived outside the monarchy's official world. And according to Tom himself, that's exactly how they've wanted it. Tom has spoken openly about this over the years, making it clear that neither he nor his sister has ever thought of themselves as royals. In his own words, they were married in, not born into the royal family. For him, that difference matters. Their connection to the crown exists only because their mother married King Charles, not because they were raised as princes, princesses, or future working royals. It's a distinction that has shaped their lives from the very beginning. Now, this is where things get even more interesting. Many people naturally assume that being the Queen's son means enjoying every royal tradition, especially famous gatherings like the royal family's Christmas celebration at Sandringham. But Tom revealed that, as of late 2024, he had never attended the family's traditional Christmas celebrations there. While he didn't go into great detail, he simply said there were various reasons behind it, suggesting that his family has always followed a different path. Instead of spending every festive season surrounded by senior royals, Queen Camilla has often found a way to balance both sides of her life. After carrying out her official Christmas duties with the royal family, she has frequently reunited with her own children and grandchildren, allowing her to enjoy precious family moments away from the public spotlight. It's a modern arrangement that reflects the reality of many blended families today, where different traditions can exist side by side. Of course, that doesn't mean Tom and Laura are completely absent from royal life. Over the years, they've appeared at some of the monarchy's biggest and most historic occasions, including Queen Elizabeth II's state funeral and the coronation of King Charles and Queen Camilla in 2023. But those appearances have always been as supportive family members, not as working royals carrying out official duties. Despite being Queen Camilla's children, Tom Parker Bowles and Laura Lopes hold no royal titles, perform no official royal duties, and receive no public funding. Tom has built a successful career as a food writer, broadcaster, and author, while Laura has chosen a quiet life in the art world. Although they remain outside the monarchy's official structure, family bonds remain strong. Tom has often described King Charles and Queen Camilla as loving grandparents, reflecting a close family relationship beyond royal roles. But how did Camilla feel about her son's treatment that night? Could the treatment be interpreted as humiliation? Stay with us. William's decision shattered Camilla's hopes. So, instead of becoming one of the happiest moments of her time as Queen Consort, the evening reportedly turned into one of the most painful experiences Camilla had faced in years. What should have been a proud royal occasion quickly became a deeply personal heartbreak that was impossible to ignore. For decades, Camilla had fought an uphill battle to earn public acceptance. She had endured years of criticism, endless headlines, and constant comparisons. Slowly but surely, however, opinions began to soften. After becoming Queen Consort, many believed she had finally secured her place at the very heart of the monarchy. And with that new role came a hope she had reportedly held onto for a long time, that her own children would also be welcomed more openly into the royal family. But according to reports, that hope came crashing down in a single evening. Instead of walking proudly through the famous gates of Windsor Castle alongside other distinguished guests, her son, Tom Parker Bowles, was reportedly stopped before he could even enter. Windsor Castle is far more than just another royal residence. It is one of the monarchy's most treasured symbols, a place where history, tradition, and royal authority come together. Being turned away there carried a meaning that reached far beyond one event. What made the moment even more difficult was that it reportedly happened in full view of others. Guests, palace staff, and security personnel are said to have witnessed the uncomfortable exchange. While Tom remained outside the gates, Camilla was expected to continue performing her royal duties inside. She smiled for photographers, greeted guests, and carried herself with dignity, even though, behind the scenes, she was reportedly struggling to hold herself together. Sources later claimed that once the public appearances were over, the emotional weight of the evening finally caught up with her. She is said to have quietly sat down, her composure slipping away as tears filled her eyes. In that moment, she reportedly wasn't thinking about crowns, titles, or royal protocol. She was simply a mother watching her son experience a deeply embarrassing public rejection. According to palace insiders, Camilla later expressed disbelief that something like this could still happen after everything she had gone through. She reportedly believed that becoming Queen Consort had marked a new beginning, not only for herself, but also for her family. Instead, the incident served as a painful reminder that old divisions within the royal family had not disappeared. To many observers, the episode sent a powerful message. Camilla may now wear the crown beside King Charles, but when it comes to shaping the future image of the monarchy, many believe Prince William has already begun drawing the boundaries, and those boundaries, according to reports, have clear limits on just how close Camilla's own family can come to the center of royal life. Now, does William's decision that night seem to have any long-lasting impact on the monarchy? Was it a one-time decision at his discretion, or a carefully executed plan? Keep watching. The rules William won't change. Now, this is where the story takes an even more interesting turn. What happened that night wasn't simply about one guest being left off a list. According to many royal watchers, it reflected something much bigger, a long-term plan that Prince William has been quietly putting into action for years. Unlike past generations, William is believed to have a very clear picture of what he wants the monarchy to become. His vision isn't about creating a larger royal household filled with extended relatives or giving special roles to family members simply because they are connected through marriage. Instead, he reportedly wants a smaller, more focused monarchy where every working royal has a clearly defined purpose and earns their place through service to the public. And if recent history has taught him anything, it's that the monarchy's reputation can be damaged surprisingly quickly. The controversy surrounding Prince Andrew is widely seen as a turning point. As Andrew's scandals continued to dominate headlines, William reportedly became one of the strongest voices calling for firm action. He believed protecting the crown had to come before protecting individual family members. That meant supporting difficult decisions, including removing Andrew from public duties and distancing him from the royal spotlight. For William, it was a painful but necessary lesson. No matter how close someone is by blood, if they threaten the reputation of the monarchy, difficult choices have to be made. With that in mind, many royal commentators believe William would naturally be even more cautious about allowing non-royal relatives to gain greater prominence. If he was prepared to support restrictions on a prince born into the royal family, it would hardly be surprising if he drew an even firmer line when it came to relatives connected only through marriage. At the same time, William and Princess Catherine have been steadily building their own approach to royal life. Together, they appear focused on creating a modern monarchy that feels leaner, more efficient, and easier for the public to understand. Their attention remains firmly on the direct line of succession, William, Catherine, and their 3 children, rather than on expanding the royal inner circle. From that perspective, Camilla's reported efforts to secure a more official place for her son may have looked like the beginning of something William wanted to avoid. If one exception were made today, would others follow tomorrow? Where would the line eventually be drawn? Whether that concern was justified or not, many believe William's response sent a clear message. In his vision for the future, royal status isn't shaped by personal relationships or family connections alone. It's built on duty, responsibility, and the direct line of succession, of principle he appears determined to preserve as the monarchy enters its next chapter. So, aside from the embarrassment felt, did William's action affect Camilla in other ways? Did he also have something for Camilla? Stay glued. Tradition over personal family ties. Now, for many royal watchers, this wasn't simply about one invitation or one uncomfortable evening. It seemed to reveal something much deeper about Queen Camilla's place inside the monarchy. Yes, she wears the crown. Yes, she lives in royal palaces and carries out important public duties. But moments like these have led many people to wonder just how much influence she truly has behind palace walls. On paper, Camilla is one of the most senior members of the royal family. Yet, according to reports and royal insiders, there are still clear boundaries she cannot cross. Prince William's decisions have reportedly made those boundaries impossible to ignore. The exclusion of her son from a major royal occasion was seen by many as the first clear sign. After that, observers claimed other quiet decisions gradually reduced the visibility of Camilla's family within official royal life, reinforcing the idea that not everyone connected to the Queen would automatically become part of the monarchy's inner circle. What's especially striking is how these decisions have reportedly affected Camilla herself. People who have watched her closely over the years say she still performs every royal duty with professionalism and grace. She continues to smile during public appearances, greet crowds warmly, and carry out engagements with confidence. But some royal commentators believe there's been a noticeable change. They describe a woman who now appears more cautious, more reserved, and perhaps more aware than ever that becoming Queen Consort did not give her complete control over the institution she spent years trying to become part of. And that brings us to Prince William. Without making dramatic public statements, William has continued to send what many see as a powerful message through his actions, rather than his words. According to those who follow the royal family closely, he remains deeply committed to preserving the monarchy's traditions and protecting its future. In his view, the crown is built on history, bloodline, and continuity, not personal relationships or private wishes. For William, that principle carries enormous personal meaning. His mother, Princess Diana, remains a central part of his life and the story of the modern monarchy. Her memory, her legacy, and everything she represented continue to shape many of his choices today. While Camilla is his father's wife and now Queen Consort, many believe William sees those roles as entirely separate from the legacy his mother left behind. Whether people agree with his decisions or not, one thing has become increasingly clear. William appears determined to shape the future monarchy according to his own vision, shown that he is willing to make difficult choices to protect it. So, what does William's decision mean for the monarchy? Could this be an indicator of something new for the royal family? Let's find out. Inside William's royal master plan. Here's where things get really interesting. What happened wasn't just about one event or one difficult evening. According to reports and royal commentators, it may have revealed something much bigger about the future of the British monarchy, and, more importantly, about the kind of king Prince William intends to become. Behind the scenes, he is said to be encouraging a smaller, more focused royal family, where only a select group of working royals carry out the institution's most important duties. It's a vision built around service, responsibility, and protecting the monarchy's long-term future, rather than expanding its inner circle. That approach has reportedly become more noticeable with every passing year. Instead of allowing the royal family to grow larger and more complicated, William appears determined to keep its core tight and clearly defined. In his view, every public appearance, every official role, and every invitation sends a message about who truly represents the crown. And he's not standing alone. Princess Anne has long earned a reputation for her quiet dedication and tireless work, and many see her as someone who values duty above personal interests. Prince Edward and Sophie have also continued to show steady support for the traditional role of the monarchy, carrying out engagements without seeking unnecessary attention. Together with William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, they represent what many royal watchers describe as a dependable core committed to preserving the institution. For Queen Camilla, however, the situation is far more delicate. While she now holds one of the highest positions in the kingdom, questions about the place of her wider family within royal life have never completely disappeared. Reports suggest she has hoped to see her children enjoy greater acceptance, but William's decisions appear to have drawn a firm boundary that is difficult to cross. What's striking is that none of this has unfolded through dramatic public arguments or emotional confrontations. Instead, it has happened through quiet decisions, carefully considered choices, and subtle changes that slowly reshape the monarchy from within. Many observers believe William isn't simply responding to each situation as it arises. He's following a long-term strategy for the institution he expects to inherit one day. If reports surrounding Tom Parker Bowles' exclusion from the Windsor event are accurate, the moment represented far more than an awkward personal disappointment. It became a symbol of William's determination to protect what he believes the monarchy should be. And throughout it all, many believe the memory of his mother, Princess Diana, continues to influence the values, priorities, and boundaries he is determined to defend. So, what do you think about William's decision on Camilla and her family? Do you really think this can make Camilla feel safe in the future with William? We'd love to hear your opinions in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.